In this video, we're going to go over some of the final steps we take just before finishing our form and converting it over to a body. So one of the first things which can be quite frustrating when you first start to use forms is as you go to click this tick up here, it can sometimes give you an error message telling you that you've done something wrong or that something doesn't quite match up and it can't quite make a body from that. One of the biggest ones that I've noticed is, for example, if I was to take this face and I was to drag it to the point where it starts to overlap another face or body, what can happen is as you go to finish that form, it says that it can't quite compute and it's failed to convert. Now, what you need to look out for on your model is the sections where it's red. So if you've got any edges or faces that interfere with each other, it can't quite convert those into a model. You can either click continue and it's going to try and do it anyway, but there's always a massive chance that it can't make that body. So what you're better off doing is click and return, and it might give you a bit more information. So for example here, it's telling us that there's some faces or edges that might be crossing. I'm just going to click undo and get rid of those. And I'm going to go and try and finish that form again. Again, it gave me an error message. This time now, it's this bonnet at the front that it seems to be struggling with. And it says in our error message that this G1 is a bit discontinued. Now, you don't need to know too much about that, but what it's essentially saying is there should be some sort of line that goes across, and all of a sudden it doesn't quite match. To do this, in order to repair some of those, you can go to utilities and you can repair the body. And what it'll do, you can decide on a weld tolerance and you can click on this auto repair. That quite often works, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go to modify and I'm going to go to crease. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to crease these two edges. What that means, it will just match that crease that we've already created. So again, you just get a nice continuation of that spline going across. So now I want to click finish form. It should hopefully work and it's created our body there for us. So now we're a bit more happy and we're back in the solid workspace and we can continue editing our model.